Back ribs, money.
Already.
I did them today. I did them on the ceramic. They were so good. What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
Welcome to another version of another foodie show.
That's
Yes,
right.
the uglier one is still here. Damon and Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Oh man, no,
Oh
no,
man.
no.
I
Me
thought I was
instead of
helping him.
Johnsy. You know, Johnsy's the good-looking one. I was talking about myself, not you, Damon. You know the
Oh, okay. I
people.
feel better now.
You know the people love you. You know the
Yeah.
people love you.
Yeah, the people
After
love
today, I'm starting to wonder if people love me.
it.
Been a lot of negativity out there today. All weekend, man.
That's
Between Wanda and the dicks today on Instagram, it's been a rough one. But a lot of blessings though. Good week, Damon. How about you, man?
Hey, same thing, man. Same thing. Just try to take it easy this weekend. Nothing too pressing.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, it was. I know I got a real busy week coming up, so today it was kind of like a chill day. Just did them ribs on the ceramic. Just took it easy. Got some stuff done. Um, But yeah, man, it was a pretty good weekend, pretty chill. Weather got kind of crappy up here today in Ohio,
Uh,
so started
ours was,
to.
yeah, ours was like that yesterday. It rained like 2 or 3 times, pretty bad. But I
Okay.
mean, it's still. I mean, it was still able to cook because I mean, all my stuff's covered anyway, so we was
Yeah,
still able to cook.
I need to get a couple covers. My original one was all like commercial stainless steel though, so I never really had to buy a cover for it. It's still
Right.
good.
Yeah.
um, but hey, you and Johnsy got a good one booked here for us tonight.
Yes, we
Great
do.
friend of our network here. She is one of the original dudettes of the network.
That's right.
Desarae from Cooking Comedy Chaos, now author Desarae of Cooking
Mm-hmm.
Comedy Chaos. Recently of the Home Chef Throwdown, which is a really successful series over on TikTok, and she is a people of the TikTok, straight out of Pittsburgh. But the reason she's awesome is because she was born and raised in Ohio, and we all love her very much. She is just an ambassador of love, life, fellowship, brotherhood, sisterhood. Everybody love everybody. All people matter equally. We love her. She fits right in here on the show. Desarae, Cooking Comedy Chaos.
What's up?
What's
Hello.
up, everybody? And no,
Tony,
Tony's
you're
not
gonna
yelling.
make me cry.
I know. I'm not yelling tonight because there's like two
Not this
sleeping
early.
babies like right here. So we're going to keep it. I'm going to keep it at a G-rated decibel tonight.
I'll try to keep it. I'll try to keep it
No,
low.
you can be you. I got you
Oh,
turned.
well,
Trust me,
don't
I
tell.
got the volume adjusted here in all capacities. So you be you, girl.
I'm gonna act like Linda didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
no, Linda. I want Linda. We need Linda.
She's crazy.
I like.
She's real crazy.
It's like Linda Left Eye instead of Lisa Left Eye.
Oh my gosh,
Linda Left Eye.
dude! When you talk about Lisa Left Eye, it makes me think of that movie, The Millers, or We Are the Millers, Meet the Millers. I can't remember, but you remember the kid that breaks out in her song and he starts rapping it, and it's like the most unexpected thing. That's me when her song comes on. People don't expect it. It just, you know.
It just takes over the soul.
Yeah. It's a part of my childhood.
Yeah. So here, Buttercup. Hey, asshole in
What's
the
up,
house.
asshole chef? How are you?
Home cook. Happy Monday Eve to you. Rage and pillage first. Suck it. He is right. He is right.
He was right.
First one
He
to
is
make the
first.
comments today. Good job, Burley.
The only thing is, Johns is not here, so he.
Yep.
Maybe he wins,
Yeah,
maybe
you have,
don't.
you have to hit up Johnsy for that free bottle of Willow, which I didn't get to. But real quick, tonight, as all nights, another foodie show is made possible from Willow Seasoning. High Elevation, we got the Memphis, which is Tony's favorite. We got the Sweet Smoke, which is also Tony's favorite. We got the Sweet Heat coming up, which is not only a grand champion, also Tony's favorite, and Alyssa's favorite. And Feisty Lime, also Tony's favorite.
They're all good.
But don't forget, we also got the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Also got the Colorado Gold. Oh, hang on. 1859. And
there's no
we have a
pictures.
picture of the sweet thing.
No
We do
pictures.
not, but don't forget about the sweet thing. It pairs great on the ribs. And the Colorado Gold, Damon being a mustard Carolina connoisseur of himself. Is it Carolina approved?
It's approved. I mean,
Okay.
it's good stuff.
It's approved. Linda, do you approve it?
I've never had it, but of course.
You've had the sweet heat. That's a weird story.
I have had the sweet heat, and I have a bone to pick with everybody about that. You guys said
Yeah.
it had too much cinnamon,
Okay.
and all I
listen.
used was the sweet heat.
Yeah, I think I know what happened.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the sweet heat does have some cinnamon in it, and it's really light. So I'm guessing is that a lot of it, the heavier stuff, sank down to the bottom, and like the cinnamon stuff stayed up at the top. Because I tasted a lot of cinnamon that day, and it wasn't just me. And you know who pointed it out? I was like, "There's a
Renee?
flavor," and Jose goes, "I taste cinnamon." And then I damned up. So before you get mad at me, Jose was the one that started it. So
I'm gonna have to say
guilty.
something to him. No, it's okay. It's okay. I've decided that like there's something about me, like when I challenge people, it immediately means I'm gonna like embarrass myself with way too much smack talk and that I don't back it up. Like I talked so much smack to Brandon before that barbecue battle. Did not back that up.
In all fairness, I thought he turned in the cinnamon pork, and I was like burying it. Des to win. I was like, surely.
Are you serious?
I was like, surely Des wouldn't have done this. So then I found out it was. And I was like,
now you know why you didn't win.
Cost her that one.
Wow. Wow. Thanks, dude.
Hey, a year later, we can talk about it. I kept that one close to the chest for a minute, but I feel good getting it out there in the open. Sorry, Brandon. I thought it was you, bro.
It's okay.
Jeez.
But hey, I did guess right on the ribs, so I got you some back on the ribs.
Yeah, the ribs. And the worst part was a lot of people don't know, like the first rack that was getting turned into you guys got knocked on the ground.
Yeah.
I had to turn in was like overcooked. I was like, nah. But it's okay. It's okay. Trial and error, you know.
We raised we as a whole crowd, but you raised how much money at that event for
Monessen City School. Well, it was Monessen Middle School, $1,765.
That's awesome for school supplies.
Yeah, for like.
Plus, I think there was like a wish list that got taken care of too, right?
Yeah. I made a wish list, and we're doing it again this year. So, this year we have a venue because having that many people at my house was insane.
It was intense. We got there
just on the videos.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was like a whole field for people to park in. So, and it was full. It was
packed, and I had the porta potty. We had to rent a porta potty. I was like, I'm not letting that many people in my house. Because a lot of people were like strangers. You know, I met some lady I don't even know if I told you this story. Me and Christy, my friend, we went to Giant Eagle. It's a famous Pittsburgh grocery store, Giant Eagle. And we needed to get smoked bologna for Christy's appetizer that she was entering. And we're just standing there at the deli counter, like talking to the guy about the bologna and stuff. And comes along this nice lady, and she hears us talking. She says, "What are you making that for?" And I just start talking to this absolute stranger at the deli counter and end up inviting her to my house, give her my home address on a piece of paper. And she came to the fundraiser, and she turned out to be like the nicest lady, right? She's a pastor. So like, you know, I trust her. But my husband, he was like, please do not ever go to the grocery store and invite strangers to our house again. It's just how bad things happen.
but that's you though. I mean, and I think that's why you do so well. The crowd is because, I mean, it's just in your heart. I mean, and everybody knows it, and everybody can feel the vibes, you know, and that's just how it works. So she felt the love. She knew she was at a happy spot, so she wanted to go. So hey, I don't blame her. Good judge of character. I don't go to church, but might go to hers.
Miss Kathy is a very nice woman. Every once in a while, she'll message me, make sure everything's good. I'm good, Miss Kathy.
Shout out Kathy. Shout out Pastor Kathy.
Make a good friend.
It's crazy the friends you make along the way, you know?
Absolutely.
It's you're looking at the growing. Yeah, this is wild. It's all wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's all wild. Damon somehow ended up a part of the Dude Network. That probably wasn't his original plans when he got into all this.
It worked. Things work out in mysterious ways.
At least he said they worked out. I'd like to hear what he says if I wasn't here.
Yeah, we'll leave that for the after show.
That's the after party.
Yeah. Yeah, Damon, I've been doing all the talking, man. I'll let you take over, man, for a minute.
No, man, no, everything's good. Like you've hitting it all. I mean, she's great at what she does.
As you know, we go way back, everybody. No surprise there after that.
You just done a small competition yesterday, didn't you? This?
Yeah, that was with Ya Jack Off, which is a Pittsburgh podcast on Q92.9 FM. And John and Rachel they run Ya Jack Off, and they're just amazing. And they reached out and they were like, "Hey, we have this strawberry Jello pretzel salad is like a Pittsburgh staple. It's at every Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and there was competition for it. But it was for charity. So if you won $500 for charity. And nice. I was there to raise money for Lasagna Love, which I'm very, very big on. I've been volunteering, going on 3 years with them, and I just love the kindness that they spread, to everybody in every neighborhood that they can get a volunteer in. And so I made Big Deborah, which was like a semi-viral video that I had. It's like a Little Debbie strawberry shortcake spin on the classic Pittsburgh Jello salad. And it's phenomenal. Oh gosh, it's like cheesecake and then like a strawberry like mousse Jello thing and then real strawberries. Gosh,
it's
and
amazing.
Of course, the Little Debbie's. So that was fun. I didn't win though.
No.
It's okay. There were a lot of good options there.
Is there really a loser at an event like that though?
No, because especially the contestant that won, they were raising money for a nonprofit here in PA called Field of Dreams. And it's a previous, I can't remember, I think he said he played for the Royals, previous Royals player who started doing like free clinics here in Pennsylvania and helping kids learn the things that they need to know for the sports, because, he knew like growing up, he couldn't afford to go and do the sports that he wanted and learn the things that he needed to learn. So it turned out to be an amazing charity. I mean, all the charities were amazing. And it was crazy too, because I was doing this whole event, right? And there were hundreds of people. We started serving at 11:30 and it was like, we had, 268 samples. So we did almost 300 samples and it was like insane. And I told hundreds of people about Lasagna Love and I flew through a ton of business cards. People were really wanting to get involved with it. So, I mean, I totally won because Lasagna Love is just one of those organizations that not everybody knows about. And you never have to feel ashamed to ask for help through Lasagna Love. So
break down Lasagna Love. You keep talking about it, but we want to know what it is. Like, what do they do? Do they hand out lasagna with love?
Well, yeah, pretty much. So Lasagna Love is a nonprofit that's nationwide. Actually, they're in a few different countries now, where they get people like me, lasagna chefs, home volunteers, home chefs, that we want to give back in our communities through a tray of love, also known as lasagna. So you sign up to be a chef. And then once you're a chef, you'll get connected with the volunteer portal and you get matched with people in your community that are in need of a meal. So then you touch base with them. When I reach out to my matches, I usually ask like, how many people are in the home? What are the ages? Because if there's teenagers, I'm going to make a bigger tray because, and you make them a tray of love. You can drop it off anonymously, just knock at the door and walk away. No one ever has to feel embarrassed about asking for help. So that's what Lasagna Love is. And when we did it for Home Chef Throwdown, it was a Home Chef Throwdown was a 6-week competition. And then me and Mississippi Queen went head to head in a live battle. We got over 1,500 signups and requests. Well, we got 1,500 requests for help. And the founder of Lasagna Love, I broke down in tears when that number, because it goes to show that like our 6-week competition of these 7 amazing creators, and we all put our hearts into it. It led to breaking down that barrier for 1,500 people that weren't ashamed to ask for help. And we also had over 120 some signups, and we raised over $2,000. So, it was just fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's and I'll speak on behalf of all creators. Like, people are like, they just like look at us like a little sideways, like, can't believe you spend your life making videos. That's why we make videos.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we do what we do. Yeah, there's nothing better than raising money. And I'm like, and that's been like the coolest thing about, been blessed with a good hot streak to start of this year and really grown exponentially. And I just feel like it's going to lead to a lot more community outreach for me too. And I'm glad to see people like you, Des, just continuously doing it and just showing people that it's okay. There's nothing wrong with, doing that. And you show how much fun you have doing it. So I think it helps make people look into it. Like, well, looks like it's a good time. Everyone like thinks donating time is just like putting your fingernails on the chalkboard, but you can still do a lot of cool stuff and make cool stuff happen while you do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Damon, you do some charity stuff down there in South Carolina and stuff, don't you? Like you get involved in.
Yeah, some of the competitions we do, that's it goes to like some of the kids organizations and everything. So all the money that's there goes right back to helping the kids organization right here in town.
That's beautiful. Barbecue, the barbecue world, I don't think gets the respect it deserves with truly seeing like how much the people give back.
Well,
like
you're right.
So many. I'm in True Smoke Barbecue, and just last week, Country Boys Grillin' Team, they held a big, huge benefit with a ton of other barbecue teams for someone, I do believe she had been diagnosed with cancer. And it was just the whole community came together to put out thousands of meals and raffles and all of this. And it's just like, I wish it were more highlighted, but I think that like SCA and KCBS and things like that take over the topic of the barbecue world. And the charity and love that truly goes into it, and the amount of community barbecue brings together.
Yeah,
I don't think people see it from the outside if you're not in it.
No, I mean, I'm doing my comp next weekend, and it's like at the end of the comp, you have all this brisket, pork, ribs, chicken, and they go around. They're like, "Hey, don't throw away your food. If you want to donate it, we take all the extras to our local food shelter down here and like the soup kitchen. So they have some good barbecue to feed everybody for the next couple of days." And that's just like the small things, like just like that food kitchen gets to take 2 days not worrying about paying for the main protein out of their budget. It's like a massive contribution because we work with Tina. We all know what Tina does with Meals on Wheels down at Cuyahoga County, doing like tens of thousands of meals a year. And it's like no federal funding at all. So that way she can take care of more people that qualify. Like it's you're right. I mean, and Des, like you grew up in the Canton, Akron, Ohio area. And pretty probably over there, like hog roast and barbecue chicken, like fundraising events, like it's life. Like there's not a volunteer fire department. It's not run off bingo with like you use the corn kernels as your markers and then and the hog roast, and that's the standard with the hog. You get a little bit of pork, you get a bun, some cold ass baked beans, and some coleslaw. And
sounds like a good time.
Yeah, and it's always $15, no matter what kind of meal.
$15. That price has not changed in my 30s plus years.
Inflation does not touch them.
It makes you wonder how much the profit margin was in 1993, though.
Huge. Compared to now, huge.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That makes me think of something Mike commented on one of my videos today, Rev. He said that Linda keeps the fire department in business. I started busting up laughing. I was like, no, because it's a volunteer fire department. Like, they're not making money on me.
Speaking of Rev, yeah.
Oh, there's Rev right there.
Oh, he goes, Des, you should have heard the phone call. He's talking about the sweet heat on pork right here.
Oh.
Because I called him and I was like, dude, Des wouldn't do cinnamon on pork, would she? And he goes, no. I was like, all right, because I buried it because I think the other guy did it, And then I was like, what happened? He goes, I don't know. We got to talk. And I was like, me and Red, we had like a serious 15-minute discussion of how this happened. But yeah, no, it was all, but it's all funny, it's all good stuff. But
it's all good. I lost the battle in my own home, but you know what? No, I was happy Brandon won that battle. He needed it so bad. Oh, Highlanders. He didn't need it, but you could just see how much it like helped his confidence in himself,
Yeah.
How did the home cook showdown go?
Yeah, that's a good question. You said you made it to Mississippi Queen.
Oh.
So let's talk about your home chef throwdown. And Rev was obviously very involved. One of the Iron Chefs even posted about it. Yes, we did go over that. But yeah, we'll go back to that. And Doobie, what's up?
What's up,
And
Doobie?
Adventures, I'm all about charity. Let's go. So yeah, how did the home cook showdown go? Start to finish, how did it start? How did it all come together? You did well, but talk about how well you did. Did you win? What happened?
Okay, so I watched this show on Netflix called The Pressure Cooker. Like, it came out and we binged it in 2 days. And I would have binged it in 1 day, but my husband was like, "Oh, I got to go to bed for work." And so we had to stop at episode like 6. I was not happy about that. But anyways, I watched that show and I was like, oh my gosh, I love competitive cooking. I love talking smack. And I posted a video. I was like, hey, who wants to do like a pressure cooker show? And it turned from planning like a competition show to, okay, well, like, what's our purpose for this show? And what are we going to do with it? And it turned into, we wanted to do small business spotlights and, spotlight on Lasagna Love, raise money and awareness for them. So we got a group of people together, and it was me, No Way Jose Fusion Cuisine, the one and only Mississippi Queen, your barefoot neighbor, Floyd Fry, Trick Pardo, Kendra DePinto. Okay, that's 7. I always have to count when I'm naming them off. And it was a 6-week throwdown. Every week we put up recipes with challenges. Dude, some of these challenges were like downright hysterical. The T-Rex challenge. I almost farted on my son, who was my arm behind me, laughing so hard. And you can hear him in the video. He was like, "No, Mom, don't. Like, I'm done if you do." He was like, "If you fart on me, I'm not even going to keep filming."
Yes.
You're on your own, T-Rex.
It was so hard to film that video. And so I encourage everybody to go to my playlist and then go watch everybody else's T-Rex arms, because they were all hysterical. But we just had fun with it. We spotlighted so many businesses: Shore Smoke Seasonings, Spillin' the Sweet Tea, Gindo's Hot Sauce, Turanian Herbs and Spices. Dash was a huge sponsor of ours. Chef Jeffrey Zakarian was a huge sponsor. Drag Up Coffee. Like, we did so much good in that 6 weeks across everybody's platform that people want a season 2. So we've all talked about it. We're going to do a season 2. So I'm excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah. It was so much to organize and plan, and it was like every day was so stressful, but it was worth it. It was very worth it.
Right. Hell yeah.
Oh, and I won. I went to, I forgot that part.
Yeah.
I whooped Mississippi Queen's ass.
Oh, let's go.
Like, it went down. I almost burnt down my whole kitchen though. Because I don't really perform well under pressure. No. Okay. And I was going against Mississippi Queen. So I already know her style is majestic, and I needed to beat that. So I got a little bit distracted, and I am the first person ever to create 1 hour kettle cooked potato chips. So I turned the burner off on the wrong burner, and then I've noticed it like 40 minutes later, and I turned them back on, and I turned on the wrong burner, and I caught like a wooden trivet on fire that was on the wrong burner.
It happens. All is fair in our
It wasn't
war.
in like full flames, but it had coals inside of it. Like, it was building, to a dangerous zone. And I pull it off, and I'm not laughing, but I pull off, and I think I have it posted on my YouTube, and I'm holding up the wooden trivet, and my husband, you can't see him, but he's off camera, like standing there giving me like the scolding dad look, like,
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not funny, as I'm like dying laughing because Linda's insane.
I've met your husband. He ain't being tough. There's no.
He is my big teddy bear.
He's like me. He can act tough and talk a tough game, but at the end of the day, it's mama's house. Yeah.
My husband, he's an amazing man. He's so supportive throughout everything in this, and gosh, I'm a lucky girl.
Yeah. I think he's a lucky guy though too. We can all agree that he eats good. He
does.
You feed him all right.
We went somewhere yesterday and he was like, babe, I swear you ruin every restaurant. Like nothing is as good as your food.
That's a fact. I mean, yeah, restaurants used to be a lot better to me than what they are now. It's really hard to. It's still like my one thing that's just always a guilty pleasure for me though is a good dive bar restaurant. A good dive bar restaurant, just a dive bar and grill.
We're on the hunt for like the perfect dive bar burger. Like we want like a good smash burger, multiple layers, several different kinds. I don't want like 4 different. I want some crazy ones with like donuts as the bun. And, you know, like we tried to find a place like that and we've tried to go 3 times. And yesterday we went on a Saturday and they were closed for no reason. And I was like, I'm giving up going here. So now I'm back on the hunt again. We need the best burger and we will travel for it, you know.
There you go.
Perfect burger.
I like how the dive bars always have like some like raunchy name for their burger.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one, it was like first bar I worked at, Baltic Bar and Grill. It gone. It's still gone. But they had like called the bitch burger, like and the feisty bitch burger. And like they had like these subsidies up the burger.
Spicy one, spicy.
It had a layer of raw horseradish on it with hot pepper cheese and jalapenos on it.
Oh,
that was a scorching bitch burger.
I love spicy, but I can't do horseradish.
It was intense. It would take.
I cannot do.
It was like, and the lady, I think she grew her own fresh horseradish because that stuff was potent. You know, you get store brand. You can.
Right.
And this stuff was like you get it like over here, like
It's like
I mean, it was like
wasabi.
I was like, Jesus, Cassie, did you just cut this out of your damn garden this morning? Like, good Lord. And then like the one place we're going now that they got the awesome burger. You know, it's like, you know,
But is it awesome?
I haven't had it because I go on 50-cent wing nights and they're literally jumbo wings for 50 cents. So
oh my God.
And $2 beers. So you can go over and get like 10 wings, 2 beers, and your total's $9. Like, and you're full.
I think for it to be called the awesome burger, it has to be like out of this world because you're immediately setting yourself up for potential failure if it's not awesome. So you have to go above and beyond.
You know what? I'm afraid to try it because I would do a review and I'd hate to hate it because I really like the guy that owns it.
Just do it. You got to do it. Yeah, it's always those videos that you don't want to do that they pop off, man.
This is true.
I'm telling you.
Donald, are you ready? I'm ready to do it, buddy. Ready to step into the dude-dagon? Let's go. Oh. Is that a thing? Just step into the octagon, the dude-dagon?
No.
Tell me why. I need to know. Sorry to interrupt, but if I don't ask you this now, I'm going to forget. Why don't we hang out? Because you legitimately live within 3 hours.
That's a good question, Linda. You're the one. You got a car too, and it goes east and west just like mine. I went to yours. Now you got to come to mine.
Okay. All right.
So I've been waiting. I've been
on a day where it's not 30 degrees outside.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, like life's just nuts. But because Wally and Natalie are they're just so fun right now. Like everything's the first. Like Wally's like just. He's so much fun. So we keep them very active.
They love it. I love that Easter egg hunt that Alyssa took them on. That was so cute.
Oh yeah.
They look like she finds the best activities for those kids.
I was there. I didn't make the cut because I made an outtake and she won't even send it to me where it was hilarious and it would have killed. But she was like, I don't want this mess. And she was probably right. Because I like get in front of the kids. I'm like, all right, guys, first Easter egg hunt, eyes on me. And I was like the bad little league coach. And I was like, all right, there's going to be a lot of kids, a lot of hands. We got to get the strategy. We got to go high. We got to work low. We got to use the hips. And I'm like, slap my hips. I'm like, I gave you hips, big ones. I'm like, use them. Hips on hips, box kids out, show no prisoners, show no mercy, take no prisoners. Ready? Break. And Alyssa's like, yeah, I'm not down for that. Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was going to be, I mean, I had them and they were sitting there with their baskets like, yeah, Dad.
Yes.
You're preparing these kids for like We Are Sparta battle, and it's an Easter egg hunt. Bunnies are fluffy and soft, Tony.
That's my Easter egg.
All I'm going to say is 1,100 Easter eggs disappeared in like under 10 minutes. So who was the one that over-prepared?
Savages. These kids are savages.
I mean, you put in some candy and some eggs on a hill, and it's like... Then there's like this creepy big Easter bunny, and I was like, Jesus, this like this is all new. We didn't do this on the farm as a kid. I didn't go see the Easter bunny, and they had this old. It was supposed to be white, but it had a tint of gray and dirt to the fur. As he's just walking around, couldn't even lift his feet and ears flopping. And Natalie, she walks up, she's like, "It's the Easter bunny!" Like, forgot about all the eggs, and I'm like, "All right, here we go," So, but life is great. Fun. It was, but honestly, that's why I didn't make Alyssa's video, because that was my segment and I didn't nail it.
There's always next year. There's always next year.
I'll do better next year.
Yeah.
If you're in the lineup, she may immediately bench you. She
might take the awesome burger with her. She might take the awesome burger with her.
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm on the hunt for it. Jason wants to go to this place called Bourbon, Bacon, and Beer down in I don't know, Washington, PA. So May 6th, I'm guest judging the Washington, PA Kitchen Clash. And it's the lamb chops edition, which I am a lamb. Lamb is my stuff.
But you can blow a lamb really easily. So that
I think these guys are like, it's two chefs that go head to head, and they're like literal like good chefs. So they're
okay. I thought it was like a lot. I didn't know it was a head to head thing. It's
people, and they like cook like on stage in front of people. It's at this big pavilion in Washington.
That is awesome that they're doing stuff like that out there.
So pumped. So after that, I told Jason, I was like, we could go there because they have a bacon flight. You get like 8 pieces of bacon, and they match it with beers that like correspond to the different bacons.
Nice.
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. He wants to eat a whole flight to himself. And I was like, it's 8 pieces. He was like, babe, I could eat like 3 of them. Because I was like, do you just want to share one? And he's like, no, I want my own.
Absolutely. He's got a
Damon, go ahead.
So speaking of, it seems like you like to burn down your house a lot. So we're gonna show everybody you one attempt trying to burn down the house.
Oh, for future reference, make sure that the pan you put it in is big enough and it's not gonna boil over the sides. You're gonna have cheese burning in your oven. Just saying. There goes the fire alarm.
So you were like warning, but then you actually did it. So was that like a real warning that you did? Did you know it happened? Well, if you notice how foggy my camera gets when that scene starts, it's because I was like, I came out of my office and I was like, oh, it's real smoky here. And I was like, well, you should do that. But it was already like the damage was already done. I wasn't going to panic and dirty a whole cookie sheet. Just like keep burning up. I don't care.
Hey, as long as I don't see flames, we're good.
Right?
It had a smoke ring.
There you go.
Hey, Harry Sue always said you can get a smoke ring in anything.
Exactly. So the worst part is, so I did that the other day and then didn't clean my oven, right? Because it's like, oh, it's got to cool off or whatever. And then I had the event with the strawberry jello pretzel salad and all this other stuff. And then today I was like, oh, I got to make garlic confit. And so I go and I put it in the oven. I forgot all that stuff was in the bottom.
Smoke.
Same thing.
Alyssa's busted me 3 or 4 times with the smoke alarm. Yeah.
Someone, when I posted the clip on TikTok, people were like in the comments saying like, that's how my kids know dinner's done. And I was like,
fact.
The comments though there's not always bad people. There are some of the funniest people exist in the comments. Some of the comments these people come up with are just legendary, absolutely legendary.
I've almost fallen out of bed in the middle of the night reading comments, working, and I will start busting. My husband gets so mad when I wake him up laughing, but they just hit your funny bone so perfectly. Didn't expect it.
like when that guy was like on the original shopping video, we made a t-shirt out of it because he was like, "Oh honey, look, the pores are at it again." I about fell. Oh, I sent it to all the guys. I was like, "This dude wins." I was like, he won, like the best comment of all time. And it still hasn't been topped.
The pores are over.
Because I get to see like a guy come out with this coffee. He's like, "Honey, look, the pores are at it again." Like that was the vibe I got. Yeah, some guy walking out getting his newspaper, drinking his coffee, and his slipper.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, there's the pores across the street. Yeah, just pouring it up.
Definitely get some comedians in the comment, but you need that, you know.
Yeah.
Really.
Have you guys heard of Matt Rife?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes. Oh my God, he's coming to Pittsburgh. Or did he just
sold out? He sold out so fast everywhere.
Everywhere.
Me and Damon were
he went on
literally
sale March 31st. I looked on April 1st, sold out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Damon and I were talking, and my theory is people buy up all of his tickets as soon as they go. It's because they know resale is through the roof.
Yep.
Like that dude, like, and the thing is, like, his act wouldn't do well in like an arena because he like just roast people. Like, yeah, man, yeah. Matt Rife's like my number one right now. He's so good.
Absolutely hysterical. Like, no one does crowd work like he does crowd work. Every expectation of a comedian is now set higher because of Matt Rife.
It's amazing. Yeah, I just hope he capitalizes on it because you get like one run as a comic, you know, to really get out there and cement yourself as like a legend forever. And I mean, I know he's got to be like his videos just all just smash right now. Like anything he posts just blows up. So, and that's what's awesome is people can make subsidiary income as comics and don't even probably make something. There's probably days he probably makes more doing Instagram videos than what he does probably doing or videos of what he does performing on stage. Beautiful thing.
Go ahead.
He's got a couple specials out. I can't remember the streaming platform, but it's not like, is it YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, the specials on YouTube.
Yep.
You have to pay for YouTube to get it.
Oh, he's
what I'm watching when I go to bed tonight.
No, that last one he done was hysterical.
Okay. Man,
I'm watching it.
There's so many references I just want to throw out right now, but we got to stay focused. We got eye on the prize. Cookbook. That's what we want to talk about here, Des. This is absolutely awesome. Being that we've been friends for so long and I've known you before we were friends, like this is like a cookbook is like everyone's ultimate dream. That's a foodie of like, and it's like a fantasy. Like, it would be cool to have a cookbook. Well, you got one. Let's go.
Let's go. It's crazy. Like I always thought when I did my first book, it would be a lot different than what I produced. I wanted to make like an autobiography type of book mixed with recipes. But then when I was approached by the publisher, I was like, wait, I could have like a serious cookbook, you know, that would help people learn how to cook. And so the process went so fast. It was like we had a meeting one day, a couple days later, contract is signed, and boom, you're like making a cookbook, setting dates. And I think I got the whole cookbook done start to finish in like a month.
How many recipes?
Yeah, 51. Wow. 51. And it was
like Julia and Julie stuff.
It was, it was very exhausting. At one point, like the day that I submitted my final recipe and all of my, acknowledgments, dedications, all of that, I was putting away dishes and one of the Tupperware lids like fell to the ground and I just started crying because I was just pure exhaustion. I was like, I can't even put the dishes away.
I can see your husband like coming in. He's like, hey, yep. Okay, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he was. He was like, babe, you need to go lay down. Just go take a nap.
Yeah, I would have walked and act like I didn't see shit. But
I got it done and I poured my heart and soul into it. And I tried to like every recipe that's in there. I made sure that the ingredients are very accessible and not super expensive. And, because I can't stand that about cookbooks when you have a recipe that you really want to try, but there's like a $30 ingredient that you can't afford for it.
That's right.
So
absolutely.
I kept it real simple. And then I put a kids section in there because I love cooking with my kids. Like my son, he can make scrambled eggs, but if you ask him to do anything else, he'll say no, because when we're in the kitchen, I tell him to do something. He just like focuses on it, but then he starts listening to his TV show on his phone. And he doesn't retain, what we're doing. And I'm like, Michael, like, I cook with you all the time. Why aren't you retaining it? And he was like, because Mom, I don't need to cook. You're here.
Exactly.
So,
oh man.
But it's a good recipe book. It's dedicated to my dad, who passed away about 4 years ago. And the most amazing part about it was I had submitted all of my recipes. We went out of town. We did the barbecue battle. And while I was there, I won an award using my dad's sweet burger recipe. So I was able to email the publisher real quick and be like, hey, can we change the name of that recipe to award-winning burgers? So, yeah, it was like a dream come true for my dad, and he's not even here. But
it's funny you should mention that.
Buttercup. We're making the best burger you ever did have. Full disclaimer, you may not like it if you're not a fan of sweet and savory. And if you're not a fan, why? It's so delicious. Anywho, this recipe is going to be in my cookbook. It's actually the dedication recipe to my dad. Today, we're making Daddy's sweet burgers. Boom! If y'all know what a sweet burger is, you about to know. There's a famous place in Akron, Ohio called Swenson's. I grew up on Swenson's. I love Swenson's. The problem is we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so we couldn't afford Swenson's. So my dad needed to figure out how to make Swenson's at home, and that's how this recipe was born. Got a pound of ground beef. We're gonna add a 1/4 cup brown sugar. However salty you like your ground beef, add that much. And some peppers. We're gonna go ahead and give this good mixy poo. Once it's mixed up, you're gonna play with balls. Get your mind out of the gutter, balls. Get a skillet. Turn on like medium heat. Now listen. Let's just say it's Monday and it sucks. You're about to feel a little bit better, okay? This is what you're gonna do. Take your balls. You're gonna put them on a piece of parchment paper. Fold it over. You're gonna think about anything that makes you really angry. Whether it's your second ex-husband, your ex-wife, your boss, anything. You're gonna think about that and envision it. That's their face. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Just do it like that. Feels so much better, I promise. Yeah! Say something now!
so ridiculous.
That felt nice. May have gotten a little too aggressive on that. It won't come off the paper. Carefully take your super duper thin beef patty off the paper. Put it in the peat. Do that to all your balls. Just have some fun smashing balls, Buttercup. You want to make sure that you got your cheese ready. You have to use plastic American cheese with this. You do anything else, it's not going to have the same magical effect. I mean, it'll still be a unicorn, just not as majestic, I guess you could say. As soon as you see it browned around all the edges, you want to do it a flippy pill. Put your plastic American cheese on right after. We're going to put some bread in the air fryer and toast it up, because we have no buns. Because I forgot. Pull them from the pan when they're all cooked. Your cheese should be nice and ooey gooey and melty. It is essential that these are stacked as doubles. You can't do a single. No. It's got to be a double for the magic. We have some white toast, which is perfectly fine. That makes it more nostalgic, because when I was little, we couldn't afford buns. Okay, putting a double patty on there. Oh yeah, and spread some mayonnaise all over. Oh, gotta be Duke's. Duke's is the best. It's the best burger in the whole entire world. We gotta do a taste test. Ready? What did we go? Absolutely perfect every time. Oh, juicy. It's dripping. I love a good juicy burger. I promise you, they're absolutely amazing. Oh my God, it's so good. Just do me a favor. Try my dad's sweet burgers, because they're a certified unicorn. It was probably the first ever certified unicorn I ever had with my dad. It's messy. It's on my face, Linda. But anywho, you should make them, because they'll make your heart happy. And you feel much better after getting all that rage out. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, love you, bye.
That's awesome.
Best recipe ever, I'm telling you.
So
Tony, you have to make them. And
I have a confession. I have never been to Swenson's. I literally drive by it all the time for work.
No, I'm joking.
Never. I know people swear by them in Ohio, like and like creators that are from Cleveland and travel the country, like they still swear by Swenson's. They say Swenson's is the best. But I mean, I'm sure that's biased, being where they're from. But like a lot of people go like In-N-Out Burger, like what a burger, and they're like, oh man, like. But a lot of people are like, nah, I'd still go with the Swenson's. So but yeah, I haven't done it, so I need to. The corporate office is literally right up by one of my stops too. So
here's what we're doing: we're planning a day that I meet you at Swenson's, and we film a Swenson's review.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. Swenson's review.
This is happening, and we're ordering like But like we're going to be ridiculous, and we're ordering like all of it. We're ordering the galley boy and the chicken tenders and the potato teasers and the zucchini sticks and the fried mushroom and the fried onion rings and the Florida and the Ohio and the Chango. You need the Chango cheesecakes. Like you're doing it all.
Okay.
Okay.
After that, I mean,
After that, I think we need to bring in Johnsy.
that's what I was gonna say. Woo.
Johnson's here.
Johnsy is here, right out of the factory. Not joking, not out of the factory. right out of the 12-hour sweat.
After that, you're gonna have diabetes or something.
Hey,
sorry I'm
right.
late, Des.
That's okay. They
Yeah,
told me
glad I
that
can
you.
make it.
Yeah, they told me that you volunteered to go to work tonight, and you're like, I don't want to deal with Desarae for a little bit.
I did
We know
not
he'll do
volunteer
anything.
for this.
Hey, I want to ask you, how is that stuff that that Rev bought you? That you ate in your backyard?
Oh, surf streaming.
Yeah. How was
It
it?
was horrible.
It was no
It's
go.
so no. See, the problem is it smells so bad. It smells so bad that your body instantly is rejecting it before it even gets anywhere near your mouth.
Yeah.
It's like I was gagging, like this is not going to be good, and so your body's telling you, run. This is death. Something bad's here.
Yeah.
And then you eat it, and it's like see, I wish you could taste it without that part, because to give it a fair shake, but it's the saltiest thing I have ever put in my mouth.
Saltier than like anchovies.
It's saltier than putting salt in your mouth.
Ooh.
I don't know how to.
How do you?
Plus with a dead brined herring taste behind it. It's a great.
Yeah.
Great.
I was once double dared,
It's
like
great.
double on
It's
dared to
great.
make a salt lamp. That was pretty
It's
gross. I can't imagine.
Highly recommended.
And if anybody wants to watch this, go to the Dude Network on YouTube, and it's the very top premiere video. You can't miss it.
You made the cut,
I
John.
premiered. Yes.
You finally made it.
Yep.
So,
yeah, he's
funny-
Johnsy
okay.
Surf Streaming Challenge is front and center on the homepage. Yeah.
Send it, bro. The funniest thing about that whole Surfsherman thing is on my personal Instagram page that like I just like started like dumping overflow on, and like helping all my buddies by an extra page following and liking their stuff. That the unboxing, just the unboxing where I open it and I show the can and just go like this, has blown up. It's got like 12,000 views. It's insane. It's insane. I'm like,
Were you opening it?
no, I didn't.
him
It just
looking at it.
just when I got the box, and then I opened it and the can was inside the box, and I just showed it like, soon to come. Great,
So excited.
yeah, juiced.
I love it.
Yeah, it was bad, but I don't know. It was all about the experience and whatever.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Well, Johnson, we know you hopped on. We'll give you a rundown of what we have talked about, so that way you don't
I
feel
heard
like
I heard you guys finishing up about the book, so
we were just getting started. That was the first
Yeah.
question on the book. I'm sure we have a lot more
okay.
to dive into
Okay.
on the book, but we talked about the Home Chef Throwdown and how she whooped that ass.
Yeah,
for lasagna love, right? Lasagna love.
Yeah,
That's right.
lasagna.
Yeah. I want to make sure there wasn't like another 2-letter word in there somewhere. Is also, we talked about that and how awesome that is, and how Des has helped raise a lot of awareness for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the book, we talked about how she donated, like dedicated to her dad and all that good stuff. And then we showed her dad's burger recipe.
yeah.
So now you're caught up to speed, Johnsy.
Okay, all right.
How did we
Cliff
do? Dame, was that good? Cliff
Yeah,
Notes
it's
version?
good Cliff Notes. Good Cliff
That
Notes.
was very good Cliff Notes.
Yeah,
Cliff
that's probably
Notes
the
are
best I've ever heard in my
My
life. but
wheelhouse, so just know that.
I love a good Cliff Notes version.
So,
I wish
John, I know.
Docs would have a Cliff Notes.
Hey, hold on real quick. Someone is shouting out to Des.
Oh, I've met him
Hey, I love you.
with Sabatella's Bakery, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he had like the mohawk. Yes, Yeah, his stuff was awesome. Best. Yeah. Did they do the pepperoni rolls?
Yeah, the pepperoni rolls. I think there was Philly cheesesteak rolls, pinwheels,
Yeah,
and then
crushed it.
they brought, I think, 3
Sabatella's
different
is
types of
awesome.
cheesecake. Yeah, 3
Total
different types of
Pittsburgh like bakery. Awesome. Great experience.
Yeah. His cakes are.
What's up, Tej? He probably don't remember me, but
he remembers everybody. He'll remember you.
oh, okay.
You're unforgettable.
Yes.
Not a good thing. Not a good thing.
I've been in this random like singing 1 or 2 words thing.
It makes for good content.
I've been stuck in that phase for like 5 years now.
You know, I think I did it on the show Friday. I was going like, dun, 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 dun. Why am I talking like this? Yeah,
yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's in. I don't know. I've been into music though lately, so that makes sense.
Well, yeah, me too.
Brother.
I find myself like listening to music when I edit, and
Yeah.
well, now I have my computer. You know, before I just did everything on my phone, so now I can like Apple Music and stuff. I'm like, hey, I like this vibe. This is not.
Hell yeah.
Jam you some New Kids on the Block.
You know it. Boom.
Yeah. Had a bunch of kids. Chinese food makes me. Yeah. No.
You know you love them when you have dreams and they're in it.
I never watched New Kids on the Block.
Oh, where's the show?
You mean Heard?
And I'm crossing Swenson's off.
Well,
there went Swenson's.
I would say there's your burger joint.
Yeah, they went the review. They went the collab.
I was just confused. Maybe it was the New Kids on the Block I was unfamiliar with.
Well, you could watch them. They used to have VHS tapes out. I used to have their VHS tapes.
I was more of a Marky Mark fan, so sorry.
Okay.
See, I like
the Funky Bunch really hit home a little more than the Block did. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
I like Johnny.
The one-hit wonder guy.
Yep. Johnsy, I know you got some questions here for Des on the cookbooks and everything like that.
What? Yeah, I want to know what like your favorite, the one you're most proud of in there. Like, I can't believe that recipe. I mean, I know I have a whole, I can't believe I have a cookbook, but like, there's got to be one in there that's just like, or the one that had to make it, like without a shadow of a doubt. It was the first one. Like, well, that one's in there for sure.
My dad's recipe, the sweet burger recipe, that was definitely one of them. And then, I don't know, Mama City chicken, my mother-in-law's recipe, because that's my birthday dinner every year. So that one was really important to me.
Dang, a birthday dinner.
Yeah. Every year, like every year I get Mama City chicken. It's my favorite. It's not even chicken. It's pork and veal skewered together, baked in the oven, and there's like a sauce that develops from cream and mushroom soup. It's the most amazing thing in the world. So that one, but other than that, I would have to say my hummus, because my kids, that is their favorite thing, and I make it so like all the time because they love my hummus. And if they go somewhere and there's hummus, they get extremely upset because it's nowhere near as good as mine.
Totally get that. Can't eat pumpkin bread anywhere because my mom just crushes it. So it's like, sorry guys.
Yeah. There's some things that just can't ever be matched,
Yeah, like my stepmom, like they literally, her family are like from, I think from like Switzerland originally, like way back, like generations ago. Well, they still have the same strain of pumpkin seeds that came over across the boat.
Oh, wow.
And they harvest, so they grow these own, and they're just like regular pumpkins, but it's like the lineage of these seeds come from the family.
Let me get a seed, bro.
And like, she like harvests them every year, like grows them. I don't know what you said, but it must have been funny. Good for you.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. No, I wish I would have heard it so I could have laughed.
I leaned in. I was like, let me get a seed, bro. It's like this family.
One seed.
I just want one pumpkin seed.
Yeah, they like freeze it. They harvest the pumpkins themselves every year. They have just pumpkin. Then she makes these pumpkin bars where she makes like the icing from scratch. Like the pumpkin bars are from the pumpkins that they harvested and frozen. It's like, yeah, what do you do with that?
It's like the start to finish.
Yeah, like literally from seed to ground to harvesting the pumpkin to then turning that into a scratch recipe with scratch icing. And yeah, it's like a whole cookie sheet of just pumpkin bars.
How much does one of those cost?
I was gonna say.
I don't know. But it's like an available upon request ordeal for me.
So about this magical Switzerland seed.
Yeah, I should probably like see if I can snag a couple.
I
Might have to donate some blood to
Does
the
it
cause.
matter? Does it matter what kind of dirt you plant?
Yeah, if you have to join an underground cult, don't do it.
Yeah, if I have to buy the 12 fertilizer and a bag of the products, I'm out.
Huh? They're like, oh, you
$500 pumpkins.
Yeah,
Des, you should turn your whole hill into a pumpkin. You wouldn't have to mow it the whole summer.
Yeah, that was
pumpkins
the
are
hill out
brutal,
back. Is that what you're saying? The hill out back?
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be.
It would make a killer pumpkin and watermelon patch.
Yeah. So here's the thing. At least out here, you can only do big melon, especially pumpkins, like a couple years in a row without having to really add stuff to the soil because they take a lot out of the ground, a lot of nutrients. So if you're doing like big, badass pumpkins, you're probably going to have to really take care of that ground.
Yeah.
Rabbit poop.
Well, if you're
what did you say about fertilizing with rabbit poop?
Yeah, pure nitrogen.
Yeah. So the whole chicken poop is insanely good. You just have to be careful with some of them, like chicken poop. If you use too much, it'll burn because there's so much nitrates in it and stuff. It'll burn the roots.
Well,
you guys are being serious right now. I never know if you're being serious or not.
Oh, dead serious. We're very into gardening. Very into gardening.
On the pumpkin growing?
I still thought we were joking.
No. So literally, like here, in Des, I don't think they do it much as Pittsburgh, but like pumpkin growing for like the county fairs is like a massive thing here. My grandpa used to do it. So I'm trying to grow one to put in the fair to honor my grandpa this year. And like the old timers around here, the secret was always like you start it, you dig out your hole, you fill it with rabbit poop, you put some soil on top of it, then you put your seed. And that's the secret to getting a good, strong start to your pumpkin.
No eggshells or coffee grounds?
Rabbit poop.
Rabbit poop.
Eggshells and coffee grounds are very good for other things. It's all about, dude, there's a whole other way of gardening where you just cover it in like mulch, like grind up clippings and you have like a layer of mulch. My uncle's been doing it for years. He literally waters a third of the amount he used to, or like a quarter of the amount he used to. So he goes out and just like sprays it like once every month until it gets like super hot. And then it's like a couple, once every couple weeks.
That's pretty cool.
There's so many tricks. Yep.
Well, yeah, like the eggshells. Like if you put it around your tomatoes, it'll keep it from getting the blight on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I mixed.
Anyway, we're going to talk about your book.
Yeah. Sorry. We went down.
No, we can talk about whatever. Yeah, it's your show, here. Really. But so we can talk about gardening if you want.
So, you had a goal of 1,000 sales, correct, on this book?
Yeah.
Or that's how much they made. They ordered 1,000 copies. Is that what?
No, they don't order 1,000. That's just like a personal goal that I set.
Okay, and where are we at? And it went live on pre-order. Went live March 30th.
Yep. And then
where are we at?
On sale April 16th. We're at 357, I think.
Nice.
As of yesterday, I think, when I got the text.
Yeah, I'm a terrible friend. I still need to order one. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Take your time. They're going to be on sale for like a year, so it's no pressure. But that's a personal goal I set for myself. I'm like, hey, I never thought 1,000 people would want to read my recipes. But
isn't it kind of wild that your beautiful face is in 357 like bookshelves now?
That's so wild.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Your
like,
brain,
imagine
all your. That's wild.
Like to stand there and just to put 357 people in front of you and they're each going to give you money for a book straight. That would be intense.
It's a lot to take in, and I'm so grateful for all of it. A portion of the proceeds from the book I'm donating back to Lasagna Love because It's
course.
just such a huge part of my heart, and I know how beautiful their mission is. I'm friends with the founder, with all my work, and she is just amazing. And she always tells me thank you. And I'm like, no, thank you, because it's given me more of a purpose. I've been told by quite a few creators that I'm not utilizing my talent the way that I should for the amount of money I could be making. And to me, if I chase the money, I'm ultimately betraying my own heart, because money has never been a driving factor for me. Giving back and spreading love and spreading laughter. And, I have a nice smaller community of people that are disabled that follow me just for the inspiration that I give them. So it's, being from where I was 3 years ago when I broke my foot and feeling like I lost everything, I lost my career and just feeling so broken. If I chase money, I'm going to lose that passion in me. And I know that. So I give back, I donate my time, I assist Lasagna Love, and I donate time to local businesses and restaurants and entrepreneurs and give them things to help them, because I feel like ultimately I'm building this bridge around me where we're all just gonna, work together to climb to the top. I don't want to ever step on anybody or anything like that. And I like the way I'm doing it. I like the way I'm running my business. I like the way I'm keeping my mind focused on what matters the most. And, my ultimate goal is in 10 years, I have a traveling cooking school where I travel around and I help, I teach kids in foster care during the summer, 6-course class over the summer where I teach them how to cook and get inspired. And, that's, I don't think I'm doing this. Well, I know I'm not doing this for money, because my heart wouldn't be there, if that makes any sense.
No, that's right. No, totally.
It's actually been a point of topic of discussion between us privately here lately. And, there's some creators that just accuse anybody that pushes a product that you're just chasing after it. I think that your brand deals as a creator, they have to be very organic and they have to make sense. If you have to change your path of content, it just doesn't make sense. You're not doing yourself any favors. And if it goes bad, you could be costing a creator that does have a good game plan for that brand their opportunity too. So that's how I've always taken it.
There is one brand that I work with where I don't have creative freedom, and well, I do to some extent, but not really. But it's kind of a nice break not having to be on camera and just filming the recipe and doing voiceovers, because I hate voiceovers. But it is kind of a nice break to have a different style. It's just some of them are so scripted, and you take the deal and you don't know that it's going to change your style, and having to make that move from one style to the other, so much anxiety comes into play with it, because I don't know how to do scripted filming. I am completely off the wing, off the cuff throughout every video. We're a one-shot take kitchen. If I miss it, use your friggin' imagination, because we just lost the shot. We're not going back.
You don't. These aren't shows, productions with scripts and everything that you do.
No. Oh gosh, I'd have a panic attack.
Oh, there's no way I could.
Could you imagine that teleprompter with her words? Could you imagine?
Yeah,
Delicious.
Yeah,
only Linda would understand it.
Can you imagine? Have you ever tried talk to text with your words?
I have. It does not work out good. You guys should see the subtitles, the auto-generated captions that TikTok, tonight, the one that I uploaded, and I was trying to say Smitchmation and it said snitching on nations. I was like, what are we doing with these captions? Stop it.
It said smidging on nations.
Snitching on nations.
Isn't that a hate crime?
I don't know. It was.
Man, depends on what that nation. You said you've been in the dark. You said you've been in the dark algorithm on TikTok. I think I figured out the problem.
Well, I meant I was.
You know how many people are snitching on nations?
Just so you know, the research is in. Going back and editing those, it isn't as worth it as it is.
Sometimes I leave them because they're just downright hysterical.
Dude, if I watched one that said snitching on nations, I would die laughing.
I did fix it. I did fix it because I didn't want it to like.
Sure, no, I get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you,
like, oh my
leave a
gosh,
word in there and it throws
yeah.
it into the wrong algorithm.
Yeah.
You
And
know, I was
and
like,
then you have a
Especially
you have a
after
Wanda
like
come
there was
out of
like
the
that.
woodwork.
Because like last week they arrested that dude for like releasing all that intel. So then she follows that up with snitching with nations a week later. I totally get why she wanted to go back and edit that.
I thought we were just about to talk about the guy that got arrested for piercing his kid's ear.
Oh, someone got pierced.
Did you guys see that video?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, this guy
Seriously?
like, yeah, like cops like
Dude,
arrested him for
whoa.
unlawful body art or something like that for piercing his kid's ear. And then the police department, I guess they claimed like the kid told someone that his dad was drunk and held him down in chokehold or whatever. But the kid is on camera. He's like, I wanted my ears pierced. Like, I thought that's what you're about to say. I went down the rabbit hole with that one today. It was
Linda.
Yeah,
we did that event yesterday. You guys
don't do rabbit holes with Johnsy around of any sort. Of any sort. Just
I guarantee you though, it'll be in my
rule.
next 5. It'll be my next TikTok video. My next 5 TikTok videos.
It will be, and you're gonna see it, and you're gonna be like, "What?" Because when it was crazy because the guy's getting arrested, and the woman, I think maybe wife or mom, something, I don't know. She was like, "Why are you arresting? Why are you arresting him?" And they said like, unlawful body art without a license or something like that. The guy getting arrested like starts busting out laughing.
Yeah, because that's ridiculous.
The most ridiculous thing in the world.
He's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to get me on the drug charges." Okay.
Yeah, I had a buddy in high school
Get him out of here before the search starts.
Who got pulled over and given a ticket for having his turn signal on too long because he saw the cop behind him, turned his signal on in an appropriate amount of time to turn right, and she pulled him over and was like, "Oh yeah." And when that came up in traffic court, the judge was like, "Seriously?" Like, yeah, nah, this is thrown out. What is this even about?
That's crazy.
Oh, anyway.
I saw we were over at my husband's uncle's for Easter, and he was watching some type of like, I don't know, what was it? Gang officers or something like that. Yeah, where they're like in Texas protecting the hunting land or whatever. And there's this 16-year-old kid like riding down the road on dirt bike, not bothering anybody. He wasn't speeding or nothing. He's just going down the road on dirt bike. And here comes this cop just pulling him over, being a complete turd to him. I'm like, you just created an issue with that kid for no reason. Like, followed him all the way home. Or no, he had the dirt bike towed to this kid's house and drove him home and was like waiting for the kid's parents to come outside. I was like, why would you do that? That kid wasn't bothering anybody.
I'm going to get something to do with this.
Kids being kids.
That was their issue.
Took me like
too long.
35 seconds.
You know, it's the same thing when you see like a 6-inch lift kit on the F-150. Yeah. Oh goodness. So Des, no, we got we do have a picture of the cookbook right here on your link tree. We're going to pull up here, Damon. Show everybody what it looks like so we can
with me.
What's up, Buttercup? Beautiful page. Beautiful page.
Thank you.
Yes. Magical recipes. Ooh, I like that it's a hardcover because soft covers get destroyed in my house. So hardcover is nice.
Same.
I almost
there's no children
on
here.
Fire in a video the other night.
You almost caught it on fire?
Almost, kind of, sort of.
Not fire.
With the torch.
Was it you or was it Linda?
Well, it was definitely Linda. Like, I am the same one.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Des don't catch nothing.
I don't know why you were trying to take the blame on that one. You said you. Like, don't cut her any slack.
I done fired that woman like 9,000 times. She keeps showing up to work. I called HR and they're like,
She's been off payroll for 9 years.
Yeah.
But
So $29.99. What's up, Buttercup? Down here again. Awesome. Magical recipes to inspire you, creator of cooking.
Oh, and underneath they put some of my recipes there that are in the
did
book.
see that.
I did see that.
The pizza pot pies. Now that's your mama. That's your mama's recipe, right?
The mama's cabbage rolls. Yes, my mother-in-law's.
Now your mom does something with like, the boats, the pizza boats, right? With the box pizza. Your mom did something with like a box pizza.
Oh yeah, she did her homemade pizza with the Chef Boyardee pizza kits.
Yes, that was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, this one is such a good recipe. Mama makes it. She makes a big whole roaster tray for the whole family.
Yeah, I need to make these. This is right up my alley. Like I love. I make that as a one pot dish regularly.
Yeah, everyone met my mother-in-law with the hillbilly hot dogs, but her cabbage rolls are her favorite dish that she makes that I like. Now, do you put yours in red sauce?
What, my cabbage rolls? Yeah, she does them with tomato soup.
Okay, I don't know what. I've never seen her make them. I just know they're delicious.
They are delicious. Oh, yeah. God, so good.
Like, it's a problem. Like, I have gas for days because I eat like 30. It's bad.
Dude, I know. I can't eat any type of cabbage, broccoli, like all of it, because, it's all the same plant. Oh, man, that'll tear me up.
Fried cabbage. Oh, man.
Yeah. But it's so good. Like, I could.
Just like how we kill like Eckrich sausage, pepperoni, not pepperoni, onions, peppers.
See, I like to burn the crap out of the kielbasa, but
I love crispy kielbasa.
Yes, for the cookbook, I didn't do it because everybody you wouldn't even try.
Oh yeah,
But char that kielbasa, man. Oh gosh,
get it crispy. Yep. It will never like.
Oh, look at that!
It nice and crispy, still be juicy in the middle.
It keeps giving you new ones.
Yeah. That's the best hummus in the world. It's so creamy and amazing.
It looks. I need to learn how to do these for Alyssa because I know she's a big hummus fan.
Not me. Kim would
see, these are just like previews, so none of the measurements are in there.
I was gonna say, was that on purpose because you don't measure?
Yeah, well, no, I did do measurements. I did like guesstimations because I know some people absolutely need it. But I put in the introduction, take them with a grain of salt. If you don't like something, don't put that much in. Just start out with a little bit amount and add to it.
Awesome.
So,
I know I'm proud of you. That's awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's amen. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm proud of you too. You never know. We'll have a Dude Network cookbook one day.
Well, I know there's a small sample coming out here soon. If anybody gets the Frickson Farms Dude Box, it comes with a 10 recipe digital cookbook.
Oh, snap.
Which we may or may not retain for a future cookbook since we already have a 10 recipe head start.
You should. You definitely should.
Trust me, the Rev has stayed on me very adamantly, and now the guys have too, of getting this cookbook idea across getting it rolling. So it'll happen. It will happen. One massive project at a time. First, the dudenetwork.com. We need to get that up and running. It's close.
Bingo.
One project at a time.
A lot. It's like regular maintenance and it's like a whole task.
Yeah. It's basically going to be another full-time job on top of the other stuff. And, because I got the time. It's cool. We got it.
That's where my husband is with building our website. He's like, oh, babe, it's going to be a lot. And he works. He does IT, so you would think, but he's like from start, he was like, I could buy a database package, but it's not going to be like what you want it to be.
Yeah, so exactly. From scratch, it takes some.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's super excited.
Oh yeah, jacked.
Yeah, it's all part of the family.
Sure, babe, I would love to.
Well, I tell you what, if it's one thing I learned though with Malcolm Reed on the show, that website and email list and newsletter is everything.
Is it?
I mean, he was talking about how it started out. If he got 100,000, he'd be happy. He said now it's like. I think he said he's like at 1.5 million on his email list.
Oh my gosh.
That's what he said. I think that's what he said, right? 1.5 on his email. Yeah. Can you imagine releasing a new product and just sending it out to 1.5 interested followers?
And you know what's amazing about that too is you don't have to worry about the algorithm of anything.
No.
Like it's just direct traffic.
On the website, they can't cancel your own website if you own the website. You know, they can do what they can try whatever they want. The only way you're getting canceled is if people stop going there.
Yep.
You know, they can't. Yeah. So I encourage everybody to diversify. Own all your content. Get a website.
Yeah.
I said it.
That's what you guys get it up, and then that'll inspire me to get mine up.
It's in the works. Yeah.
That's what I just got. I just got a bunch of emails about that.
About
you were
what?
just saying, Tony.
Oh, yeah. You're
killing it on the Dude Network, though. You guys are killing it.
Appreciate it. It's really become it's wild. I don't know. It's just like you. Like I pinch myself. Like on Friday nights, I got bad shows like under 300 views, and I remember like we'd get geeked if there was like 50. Like
like.
And then we had like now it was like 700-800, and it's like no promotion. Like I'm like for a podcast, like that takes a lot. Yeah, good for you, good for us. I don't want to sit there. It's your parade, not ours. But yeah, it's.
No, I'm proud of you guys. I'm very proud of you. It's not often that you can get a group of people together that continuously do it for the right reasons.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, and people like you have inspired me along the way too, Des. You've always kept your head on straight. You've never got too big for your britches. You know, you've always kept your ego in check. You've never changed your personality. You've never changed your style of content. Like, so people like you, and you're not the only one, but like people like you, they help keep me in check of like staying true to who the hell I am and who we are. You know, Damon, I'm sure you're about the same way, right? You know?
Don't be one of those sellouts that we talk shit about.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When you sell out and come work, put a show on the Dude Network. Yeah, that's what you sell out.
Hey, if anybody ever calls me a sellout, just know I sold out for a lot.
Yeah.
Mama's got a new car, and I'm living my life. Yeah. And just remember, there's gonna be the more I make, the more I give. So just remember that, everybody.
Yeah. When I sell out, I'll sell out so hard. I'm going to take a few people with me so I don't feel guilty.
Homie's going to need a lot of tax write-offs.
It will be good, people.
Yeah, homie's going to need a lot of tax write-offs. So let's go.
Yeah.
So where can people get your book at? Is it like on where all can they find it? You got your link tree on your profile page.
Yep. I've got it linked on my Facebook, Desarae Lacrosse. It's the pinned post at the top, and the same for my business Facebook, Cooking Comedy and Chaos. In Instagram, it's in my bio, and TikTok, it's in my bio. The found.us/Cooking Comedy Chaos.
Okay.
Where you can get it. $29.99, and it's an amazing Mother's Day gift if your mom loves to cook, or if your mom can't cook. They're very easy recipes in the Baby Buttercup children's section. Everybody has a starting point.
Or if you know a young lady that is a new mother and they want it's a great way to show somebody the basics to see if they got to stay at home and cook for their baby.
I bet it would also be a great gift to get your wife for Mother's Day, even though it's secretly a gift for you and you just didn't want to hold out for Father's Day.
That's right.
Or, ladies, if your husband does a lot of the cooking and you want him to make food better, get him the cookbook.
True.
Yes.
Say, this is a gift for me from myself for Mother's Day. You need to be better here.
Yes.
Or graduation party season's coming up. What better gift to give than a soon-to-be newfound
Oh my gosh,
adult?
how hysterical would it be if I gave my son my cookbook for his grad gift?
Only if
Oh
you
my
write
gosh,
a
please do
really
that.
awesome note in it.
Don't think I won't.
Sorry,
That's
guys.
oh my gosh. I wish I had a cookbook now just so I could do that when someone graduates.
I'm doing it.
You're like, hey,
everybody.
welcome to the world, man.
Yeah.
I did it. And just, oh, don't worry. It's signed. There's a little note.
That's before you in there. No, he's so sad that I didn't put my buffalo chicken balls in the cookbook, because like when I asked him, I was like, what recipe? Both my kids got to pick a recipe that was in the cookbook. My husband did, they had to have their own thing, and I was like, what recipe do you want in it? And as I was saying, don't you dare pick buffalo chicken balls, he was like, buffalo chicken balls. Because I always joke around with him that I'm going to take the recipe to the grave. And like the sad part is my dad made the most amazing sauerkraut balls in the world. And he teased us that he was going to take the recipe to the grave. And then he did. And we were, it wasn't that funny.
And then
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
And it's gone.
So one of these days I will publish that buffalo chicken ball recipe. But it's going to be a while. But it's funny because whenever I make,
just write it down and put it in like a say for your hope chest or something.
Yeah,
that
somewhere
that
where
no
like
one
they have
gets
to find
into.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like when I die, if they just pitch everything, you just made big.
That was on you. That
That's
was
on you,
on
exactly.
you. The
One day
thing
that they're
you wanted,
divvying up
you
all their
threw out.
assets, everyone's like, all right, now who gets the buffalo chicken balls recipe? I don't care about the house. I don't care
Her
about
whole
the
family just
401k.
disintegrates
care
into
about-
hatred and madness and jealousy.
You get to open the recipe
over a
once and
freaking
then the
piece of
paper
paper.
disintegrates.
This message will
This is
self-destruct in 3, 2.
That would be hysterical. But it's funny because I've been making them since they were little. Well, not little, but I've been making them for probably like 12, 14 years. And ever since the first time, like I made them, I used to joke around that like people like my balls in their mouth. And so my kids now, when I do make them, the first bite that they take, I'm like, what do you have? And they're like, God, Mom, your balls. And I'm like, and where are they? And they're like,
I love
how
she's pulling out like the horrible dad jokes. Like
it is every single time.
where are they?
You can't miss it. If you miss it, like they so hate it,
Layup.
you know.
That's hilarious.
I have a video of my youngest probably 8 years ago where he was eating them. He was like, I got my mom's balls in my mouth. And he was singing. Oh, that is so blackmail one day.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, fiance. Let me show you a video.
Especially
of
if
him
it's
when
the
he was a little
one you
younger.
don't like. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
That'll get
hey,
rid
so
of him.
here's a good idea on the recipe, real quick, from our buddy BT Lee's.
That is
Make
the
it
worst
public in
thing.
your
Make
will.
it public in your will.
No one gets it. I'm taking it to the grave, and then just oh, here you go, public.
Best-selling newspaper of all time, man.
Right.
It's going to save the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. It's going to bring back jobs. They're going to bring back the beat reporters for the first time in 30 years.
All of a sudden, the newsies are flooding the streets and everywhere.
Extra.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
The
So
only
you'd be
time
like,
you'll be able to
breaking
get the
balls.
You can have balls in your mouth.
The headlines: Great Balls of Buffalo.
Yeah. Ooh. Tony,
Find it on eBay in 10 years for $1 million.
What?
They yeah.
Yeah.
dude,
With
why
the
not?
Patreon, put it in the Patreon where it's like $1,000 to get the Patreon.
Yes.
Yeah. And you get 20 seconds to read it. Yeah.
You better be thorough.
Oh my god! They're like,
They
no,
just
what was that last ingredient?
I was right after the sour cream. What was it? Was it barbecue or mayonnaise? I don't know. Shit.
Oh,
That'd
Good
be
stuff.
though.
And this is why we love having you on. Always smiles. Always smiles.
Thank you.
Always.
Life's too short to do anything but find a way to laugh and smile, you know?
love it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Hey,
Dude, I laugh at funerals. It's so uncomfortable, but like that's probably why I laugh more because when I'm nervous, I just lose. Linda comes out.
If you can get people laughing in that immediate intro, like my guard is immediately down. If I can get someone to like crack a smile in the first 20 seconds of meeting them, I'm like, all right, we're good here.
Yeah.
But if they don't, I'm like, oh, we got a Wanda.
You know,
Okay.
sad part is that like at funerals, they're showing no expression. They're just like laying there, like.
I know, right? Why the long face, bud?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Seem
I'm
quiet.
like, looking, I'm like, who pissed in this guy's Cheerios? This is
Yeah.
rude. Like,
He's not even responding to me.
yeah.
hey,
I don't think he wanted any of you people here. Look at his face.
Uncle Frank don't look that good.
You never returned his Craftsman saw that you borrowed. Like, why are
It
you
was
here
probably
right
a 10 millimeter. It was probably
Yeah.
10 millimeter socket. Probably 10 millimeter socket, and he is pissed.
Oh man.
He's pissed.
We got about 6 minutes here till we get to our 90-minute goal mark here. Damon Johnsy, take it away.
Is there? It's cookbook related. Sorry, deal with it.
Oh,
Is there a recipe that you that didn't make it, that it was like hard to cut out, or because I'm sure. Well, like was that? How hard is that? How hard was that to slim it down to what goes in? I
It
guess.
was
Yeah.
it was very hard. It was actually my seafood boil and seafood sauce, so 2 recipes, because I had so many people request it, especially like friends who've come to my seafood boils.
Mhm.
But it just came down to affordability. I wanted this first book to be something that everybody can afford,
Mhm.
and the seafood boil, I mean, it's expensive. Just the seafood alone plus
Seafood in
everything.
most places is
Yeah.
very pricey.
And so
Okay,
those were
gotcha.
like the 2 that I did not want to cut. But when it came down to it, there's really no seafood throughout the oh no, there's a crab dip. But you could buy canned crab for that. That's the only other
If
seafood
you're a
because I wanted it.
communist.
Yeah. Oh,
Jeez, Johnsy.
I just wanted it to be so affordable for everybody.
We had
you
such
know?
a supportive atmosphere going, and Johnsy.
I'm sorry. I'm so against canned meats, and it has nothing to do with the surf.
I love canned crab. It's so easy. I don't have to sit there and crack crab and get cut all over my hands.
Yeah.
But
And
you
Johnsy
pay for it.
forgets that we're like literally by Lake Erie, not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in California. I'm sure you have easy access to fresh ocean fish.
Whoa. Okay. Sorry.
Everything
my
we
bad.
get
I didn't
is
mean to come out
frozen.
like. All right.
Jesus, let's go. Get
Right.
you some. I may or may not have started this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want
how-
crawfish so bad. Like I want to go to a state that gets like the freshest, biggest crawfish. And I
want
just
to. Yeah.
Order.
So on that exact same front, I want to go. There's in like Louisiana places, they cook it in vats of peppers that have no heat to them because the peppers are hot enough to cook it like ceviche style. Like, yeah,
fire.
exactly. Like, where's this happening?
Yeah. I just want like fresh. We can't get anything fresh here unless you go to this place in the city called Woolies. It's a seafood market where stuff gets like flown in, but I am way too white trash to afford that. Like, no way. I'm not paying those prices.
That's
like
the
it
thing.
costs
is,
like
I
$15
could-
to park alone. That's like a whole like loin of cod.
Well, and that's like in Pittsburgh, Cleveland. You like if you want good seafood cheaply, you better be really good at cooking mussels. You better be real good at finding the bag shrimp on
love
sale.
mussels, dude.
Yeah, you
Oh
can
my
find like the frozen ones for like $4.50, $3 to $4 a bag, and you know.
Aldi has like frozen mussels. They're pre-cooked though, right? And
Yeah, a lot of them are.
they're pretty good though for being pre-cooked mussels. They're only like $3 a box, and you get like 2 to 3 dozen.
Right.
Stop! Did you just laugh at me for saying pre-cooked mussels?
No. I'm laughing about this right here.
I've been to strippers cleaner than Lake Erie.
His words, not ours.
Yeah. Sorry.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I know some very clean strippers though. Not all of them are. I mean, some.
There's nothing wrong with a classy stripper.
Yeah.
I like Klein strippers a lot.
Yeah.
I like furniture.
Oh, dancers. I thought we were talking about it. I'm still on electrical. Sorry, guys.
I somehow just went to like furniture stripper, like paint stripper.
Oh yeah.
That's where I went. I was like, man, I really need to refinish that.
That table.
We both went.
The table needs a good wax.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking of college and the strip clubs I was at. That's where my head went. And it was not good.
I mean, but we were making jokes. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I went back to my
those big West Coast, West Coast comedy over here. We flew right over that Midwest brain, I guess. Sorry, my bad, bro.
Like a California goose.
You don't get
Sometimes it takes a while for us to know what you're talking about.
Me?
Who me?
No, like us Midwesterners.
Yeah.
I was including him in that. I was only including him in that. And anyway, it was a bad. It was a
Because
bad.
I'm
day.
airhead a lot. Like I have a lot of airhead.
If
moments.
you are any follower of this show, you've seen Johnsy's brain stop working in mid sentence before. And
Johnsy will be talking and he'll be like wait for it. Yeah,
okay,
He'll be like, oh, Johnny froze.
Yeah, it happens.
The best of us, you know.
Damon, final thoughts from you up there, man.
Hey, we do a 2-part, so we'll add one more person into it from the Dude Network. But 2023 is already kicking off good. What else do you have? You told us a lot, but what else do you have going on in the future?
So I've got some book signings coming up in like July, August. We're going to do a Pittsburgh book signing at a local restaurant.
So cool.
He's a very good friend of mine, Russ, that owns the Steel Plate in Monessen. We've discussed it. They're going to put my recipes on the menu for that night. So it's going to be not only a book signing, you'll get to try some of the recipes that are in the book and hang out with other people from our TikTok community. And, you know, just it's a BYOB to the restaurant. You can bring in drinks if you'd like or whatever.
Dude,
but
how freaking cool.
Yeah. So we're going to do that in PA. And then I'm going to do an Akron, Cleveland book signing because I've got a lot of family and friends down there that want their book signing.
When?
That one's going to be like September, October time.
September 10th, it should be, or right around that time.
What's September 10th?
Well, I'll be in Ohio from like the 6th to the 10th.
That's for real?
Yeah.
Are you guys doing a get together?
It's in the works. We're figuring it out.
Did I just invite myself to the Dude Network get together? I think I did.
You were going to be invited already.
Yeah,
but...
okay.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of creators within like 90 minutes that I like. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely let me know because my husband and I will come down. We'll hang out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it'll be pretty cool.
So then that, and then in October, I'm doing another cooking comp with True Smoke Barbecue. We'll be there all weekend in Kinston, North Carolina. And just, you know, a lot of charity stuff in between. I don't put everything I do on the internet. So I do a lot off the books for restaurants and local companies and stuff. And I've got a filming tomorrow at a really interesting place called the House Bayou. She does Louisiana food. She just opened up, I think, back in November. So we're going to go in tomorrow and cook with her. And this is going to be like an on face type or face on camera type of thing. It's not just going to be food shots, but I'm excited for that. And then later this week, I have a collab coming up with an Instagram chef. So I'm just doing a lot, but like a lot of networking off camera, but it's really good because it's breaking me into like different areas, you know, that people that I normally wouldn't meet. So I'm excited for it.
I just love that you're living a huge, cool life off of this. That's awesome.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love all the
people. I love that a lot of people are taking advantage of it too, you know, and embracing it and making it their own too. That's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that, you know, given like what my part of my journey is with becoming disabled and losing my dream of owning a food truck and all of that, I think that this is the best possible outcome. Because my stepmom, before she passed away, she always said like I should be in public relations, working for a charity and running events and doing things like that. Now I'm doing it on my own terms. You know, we have a business license now, and I'm doing everything I wanted to do. And I actually have a goal in the future of owning a nonprofit. So there's steps and, you know, things that we have to do to get there and connections that need to be made. But I always want to lead forward with my heart and connecting people through food and through love and laughter. And if I give up on that, then I just lost my whole dream, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, good for you. And
seriously, yeah. Congratulations on everything.
I love you guys.
Well, we love you. And we love everybody that has watched here tonight. We hope everybody's enjoyed the show. If you liked it, let somebody know. You know, every Sunday at 9, every Friday at 9.
On there.
Yeah, like, share, follow, buy Desarae's book, Cooking Comedy Chaos. Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable hardback, so it's going to last forever.
Unless you catch it on fire with a torch.
That's right.
Yeah, don't.
She's tried. Linda has tried.
Keep the Lindas and the Wandas away from the cookbook.
Yeah. What is that? Fahrenheit 451? What is it? What's the temp?
That's the name of that book, but that's
the
that's
temp
a
at
whole
what.
another direction.
Well, but that's the temp at what paper burns is 451 degrees.
How do you know that? It's just like the most random thing.
Yeah, Fahrenheit 451 because that's what temp paper burns.
Oh, okay.
John, you didn't know that?
Nope. No ideas.
Nope.
No ideas.
Interesting. Okay, I thought that was common knowledge.
I was thinking about something else. That's yeah, I'm not sure if I knew that or not.
It was like one of them
Sounds
teachers
I knew
when
but
we
I'm
were
not
reading the book, someone the teacher was like, fun fact. I was like, oh, that's cool. It was like the one time I was paying attention.
Yeah.
The only reason why I know how many feet are in a mile is because my teacher sang 52 potatoes. 5280. 52 potatoes.
5,280.
Yep. That's the only way I know.
Yeah.
I never even heard that song.
There you go. I hadn't either.
Damon's just soaking it up like a sponge right now.
Yeah, for real. Because all I learned
he's gonna go back to work this week and back. Check this out, boys. I was doing a little research.
Yeah, everything
I learned
Sesame Street.
Yeah,
he's like walking around with his Ray
David be
Bradbury
getting
book.
smart on the weekends. What's going on over there?
Yeah, sure.
Damon did not come to the Dude Network for that. That was not on the package.
I'm gonna impress everybody tomorrow.
He's gonna walk around with this Ray Bradbury book, just begging people to ask why.
Why is it called this? Please ask.
Dude, when you ask the question, do you do the Jeopardy music too? Like do do do.
All right, everybody. This next Friday is me and Redbeard Seasoning live in Marietta, Ohio. I promise we have an absolutely massive, massive, massive announcement. You got to be here to watch it. I am freaking jacked.
I want to know.
Yeah. No one knows.
Yeah, we don't even know.
Yeah, I've actually kept this a secret from everybody.
That is a big secret.
I don't know how.
And that's good because Tony's not a secret keeper. So.
Yeah,
I do good. I spill secrets of shit that isn't like a deal breaker, but it's stuff that I shouldn't have said. Like I don't hey, Linda's pregnant. Like I don't do anything like that. Spill those secrets. Like I saw your girlfriend with another man. Like not me. That's not. Yeah. I'm like, hey, did you hear that someone's coming up with? Oh, that was in a private conversation. Never mind. Like, those are the secrets, Tony.
Cat's out of the bag, but please pretend you didn't hear that.
Yeah. Right. All right. The one time I just kept, I was like, I shouldn't. John's just like, please stop. Just shh. Just. So.
That was a great one.
Yeah, Des, you're awesome. We are truly blessed to have you in our network as one of our privileged and honored and top of the totem pole dudeettes, the heart of Pittsburgh, but the soul of the barbecue foodie community of the way it's supposed to be. Everyone go support a person that supports everyone with every moral fiber in their body. Someone that loves more than anybody. She got it from her mama. She got it from her papa. Yeah, she was raised right, raised her kids right. House filled with love. I've been there. And she's just awesome. So everyone go give her, if you live under a rock and don't know her, go find about her. There's lots of content for you to dive in for a very, very long time. So Des, thank you so much. And we'll see everybody next Friday for that. And then next Sunday, who do we got, guys? Or is it a secret?
We'll keep it a secret.
Okay. See all these secrets on the Dude Network. This is, I don't know.
You started it, bro. You started it.
Yeah.
This is the first time ever I've actually kept it.
It really is. At least
this is why I don't keep secrets. This is why I just let them out. It's bullshit. All right, next Sunday, 9:00, right here. Another foodie show with a mystery damn guest. That's probably cool. That's what I got. So tune in this week on the Dude Network and Damon's Back Porch Barbecue and John Z Barbecue to see who the guests are and all updates here on the Dude Network. We'll see you next time. Let's go.